Yes, I can. Okay. Sounds good.
Oh. Ben, you can't hear the music, but our viewers can. They can hear the sound that will lead us into a beautiful, beautiful new episode of Alien Happy Hour Wrestling Federation. As you can see, things have changed a bit since last time. We have a intro movie of questionable quality.
Nice. We're really moving up in the world.
You know what? I'm trying my best. Alright. We have so many good things. I'm going to turn you a bit up for my own sake. Because I can't hear you.
And of course, our newly crowned champion, Weird Al, holding the belt high above his head.
Yes, proud. A proud winner. A proud father. Ben, it's good to be here with you again.
It is good to be here. I'm excited. You know, a lot of stuff changed at Payback, and I'm kind of excited to see what's in store for us tonight.
It did. We're walking into almost a completely new AHHWF universe. And honestly, I have never been more excited to step into, the Chat Room Podcast Network, the CRPN Elementary School Auditorium. Laura won the women's belt last week, as we're being asked in chat to confirm.
Yes, yes. And actually, another interesting thing, we're about to hear from our newly crowned Alien Happy Hour Men's Champion, Weird Al, here in a second. But in case you did not see this at Alien Happy Hour on Twitter earlier, just a little bit ago, we found out that Sonic cashing in his rematch clause for tonight. That'll be our main event, ladies and gentlemen, is Sonic challenging Beast for the Judge Burge Championship.
And Ben, those type of match updates, where did they get posted again?
Well, that'd be at Alien Happy Hour on Twitter or Facebook.com/Alien Happy Hour, one of the two. That is where we found out just moments ago before the show started.
Outstanding. That's so exciting. Sonic, after being, frankly, Ben, if I'm allowed to editorialize here, embarrassed by our friend by Beast being Sonic being embarrassed by Beast. I'm here, I promise. Like, I'm excited to see what he has to bring to this whole table.
Yeah. But before that, we have a lot of stuff happening tonight. It's a big show, and of course, we're gonna hear from our champion Weird Al after recently beating the Prince of All Saiyans. It runs the place, the camp champ Weird Al.
Yep, he's looking good. He's got that nasty cut cleared up on his head, and I'm
he was pretty badly beaten up there in that match.
Yep. Well, now, what I should have done, Ben, is taken some of those screenshots that we had by our two stage photographers, Peter Parker and Steven Universe, who were taking pictures, and just had some of those to interstitch in right now. But I didn't do that, and here we are.
Well, that's fine. It's hard to be commentary and production all at the same time.
Now, what's our boy saying out here tonight?
Well, I think he's just talking about how this is kind of this is the beginning of a new of AHHWF. This is kind of a new beginning, the end of the reign of Frieza. Excuse me, Vegeta.
We're both on it tonight. We're both on.
But the end of the reign of Vegeta, and maybe a more accepted champion, a champion who is willing to take on opponents. A champion who's going to focus on his title, not try to hold as many titles as possible.
Yes, that is one thing that we saw from Vegeta, is his love, his lust to hold every title possible. The crowd here seems ecstatic to have Weird Al in here over the Prince of All Saiyans. And I know we have some fans in the chat who may feel differently, but Ben, I'm happy to see him here.
Well, I think it's safe to say that overall Weird Al is a fan favorite. And I know a lot of people were happy to see him win at Payback. I know I was. I'll just be honest with you, but so I mean, it's great, you know. I mean, as one of the faces of this company, I mean, I think we're lucky to have Weird Al.
I got to agree with you, Ben. Now, he's gonna step out of the ring for a moment and clear it. Ben, what's first on our docket tonight? I've got plans written out by our GM, but what is
Well,
this?
here's another interesting development for you, ladies and gentlemen. We actually have two titles on the line tonight, because Kratos, being a person who really enjoys talking himself up, has you know, well, he's wanted to be a fighting champion. Is what I'm trying to get at here,
Yeah,
folks.
the Darth Maul made this championship something that's stagnated. The hardcore championship used to, in the days of yore, be a 24-hour title, Ben. This seems like it's a return to form. That's what the words I heard from Kratos.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what he wanted, is that he felt that Darth Maul was, holding on to the title because he knew that he would lose it if he tried to face somebody for it. So that's why he was always, hesitant to accept challengers. And really, Kratos had to kind of, goad him into it. But now that Kratos has the belt, he believes that, he can take on anybody. No one can stop him in a hardcore match. And so, yeah, well, that's where we find ourselves tonight. Is Kratos is taking on all comers. He wants every match that he is in to be for this title.
Yeah, and that's exciting because that brings that kind of feeling that anything could happen here in the AHHWF universe, and it's one of those things that just a 24-hour title is such a toll that it brings on somebody. If it's like on your body, on your mind, having to continuously watch your back, I'm afraid of the long-term effects this is going to have on the God Killer, but...
Well, that's why, I mean, it takes a special kind of superstar to hold the hardcore title. I mean, it is not for everybody.
But it is, as shown by the events at Payback, the belt that deserves to be in the hands of Kratos. But Knuckles wants to come out here and take it for him. Ben, what have you learned about Knuckles?
Well, an awful lot, actually. I mean, his wrestling family lineage is a woven tapestry that is honestly hard to follow. If you unravel it, you're just going to end up cold. And
he has a long history in this company. His father, his grandfather, his great-great-great-grandfather, like so many years back, protecting an ancient belt called the Master Emerald belt. And I'm just excited to see him out here in this fresh young face for this company.
Yeah, well, it's a long time coming. I mean, obviously, as we mentioned earlier, I mean, his boy Sonic has been all over the headlines here at AHHWF.
And there is our proud champion coming out.
I gotta say, that hardcore title looks good on Kratos. He pulls it off.
He does. He looks like a fucked up red Kirby, someone stuck on a muscled torso. Now, you're throwing shade at Kirby, but I want to state that Kirby is in this company. We just haven't seen him out yet. We haven't seen Kirby hit the stage yet, but I might have him out next week.
Well, anything can happen.
All right. Now, Knuckles pandering to the crowd. Kratos obviously too serious to take part in such silly human jokes. But he will shake the hand.
Yeah, a show of respect here before this match.
Yep. Ben, who's your money on?
Well, of course, I mean, I'm going with the... As we can see just from right out the gates here, I'm going to go with the champ on this one.
Yep.
I don't think that he would put out the challenge of anybody come after his title if he didn't feel like he was prepared to defend it.
Yep, I'm going to have to agree with that. Kratos is someone who has taken down so many people in his day. And while some in the chat may call Knuckles an unholy being of dread, I think that's being mean. But I think he really stands a chance here. As we say, he's got good wrestling blood that runs through those veins.
Well, he's going to have to overcome the AHHWF universe not being behind him.
Yep. Kratos, however, making sure to make sure there's nothing in between him and Knuckles' head. He is just driving him down. Oh, gosh. Up.
This is, well, one side it doesn't even seem to fit it.
It truly doesn't. The Matty Hopkins Hardcore Championship. Chris has a good memory. Ooh! Dropping his face down on the ropes. A hardcore match indeed.
But our champ, you know, wisely getting out of the ring. All of those Knuckles after him on his tail.
It does seem like I forgot to make this match a no DQ match, which is honestly my fault. But
well, you know, a good champion's got to be prepared for any kind of match. So, you know, while a normal, someone holding one of your average belts may have to be prepared to defend it in a hardcore match, the hardcore champion needs to sometimes play by the rules.
God, Knuckles trying to crawl vertical to look up at Kratos is one of the most visceral things I've ever seen. Oh. Where are we going? Are we going to get a count out? We're at 8.
They're going to have to find their way back into the ring pretty quickly here.
Brian needs to learn how much time needs to exist between 7 and 8, because that was a good 10 seconds that lasted there. Ooh! Oh. Kratos getting Knuckles to his feet. And are we going outside again? We're going outside again.
Yeah, you know, he's playing inside the rules, but he still likes a little intensity in his match.
He's
you know?
making sure you know what belt is being wrestled for. Ooh! Dropping him down on the ground, taking some extra time to put his hand up, and just driving into Knuckles' throat, trying to choke the life out of him. Whoa! Wow, we're really going.
Wow, these two seem to have forgotten that this is a match, and maybe they're just straight out brawl now.
Honestly, Kratos getting back into the ring, letting Knuckles lay out there.
Yeah, leaving Knuckles just. Referee Brian slow to the count, but Knuckles doesn't seem to be getting up.
We're at 9, and we're gonna hit 10.
Work something up here.
Kratos embarrassing Knuckles by beating him senseless outside of the ring and making him get counted out.
Yeah,
definitely.
Damn. And I think Knuckles' pride took a little bit of hit there. You know.
It did.
Not a great way to have your debut in AHHWF.
Not at all. Oh God. Now, one quick second while I mute the mics and ask my my fellow commentator something.
Yeah.
Now, Ben, what are we looking at here today?
Well, our our GM, who, as you can remember if you watched Payback, sent Hulk out to take out the Bandicoot. Bandicoot kind of embarrassing the GM's roster, and Hulk had a pretty great match, honestly, with the Bandicoot. I mean, it was well fought. But Crash came out on top, and Hulk showed a sign of respect afterwards, you know, going, you're a worthy opponent. And, well, our GM didn't like that.
Yep.
So he's sending a couple more of his goons out here to teach Hulk a lesson.
Yep, the Gold Ranger and the White Ranger are out here to, frankly, show Hulk, who spat in our GM's face, what happens when you do that, honestly. Because Crash Bandicoot is not a worthy competitor. He is a menace. He is an atrocity, and he is an affront to God and man, Ben.
Well, I don't know. I think some of the people in the AHHWF universe would disagree with you on that one.
I don't think anyone in the AHHWF universe likes Crash Bandicoot.
I think he's become kind of a Robin Hood figure among the superstars and the universe. I mean,
Why does the Hulk look like he has a YouTube channel where he talks about bodybuilding and the evils of feminism? Fuck. I'll have you know that Hulk is not one of those bodybuilders on YouTube, though that is
he
ambitious.
just looks like one.
He looks like one, I promise, but Hulk actually has done a whole 30-minute web series where he talks about how important just how important it is to, you know, keep soy in your diet and also to, you know, respect everybody. He's actually a bit of a social justice Hulk. And that's why I love him. Alright, so we got the Gold Ranger and the White Ranger here trying to deal damage to Hulk. Hulk trying to fight them both back. And doing well for a bit, but obviously, Ben, when you're 2v1, it's not going to be easy.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's hard for anybody to overcome these kind of odds.
Yep, whenever Hulk starts to get momentum, one of the other Rangers come in and try to beat him back down. I mean, it's good there's two of them in here, honestly, Ben, because Hulk's tough. All right. Both of them going up high. The White Ranger deciding not. Ooh, off of Brian. What a vicious move. Ben, do you agree with the GM giving out what is honestly justice for the AHHWF universe against Hulk?
You know, I mean, on one hand, he was sent to do a job, but on the other hand, I think the GM's a little hard on Crash. And I mean, so I think that anybody who is on the side of Crash has maybe earned a little GM.
No, that sounds fake. I'm gonna have to disagree with you here. Brian is okay. We can see he's a man of duty, back at his job. Got Hulk down for a pin. 1, 2. Hulk trying to break free. Oh. Now, what do you think the message is that Crash is getting right now, Ben?
Well, I think it's just showing Crash, you know, I mean, you gotta, I mean, just be on the lookout, I think. It's, anybody who is close to you is gonna, you know, I think the GM is saying that he's gonna take Crash down, he's gonna take down anybody close to Crash.
Because our GM is gracious and heroic and bringing down the Bandicoot menace that is plaguing AHHWF. Ooh! On the Gold Ranger's back. Hitting him with that Zeo leg drop. It's vicious. Absolutely vicious. Not leg drop, backbreaker. That's the word.
Man, and these goons that the GM sent out just seem to be loving this right now.
They are. They're getting all hyped up. They're actually old friends, Ben. They've been through multiple different forms. And this is frankly their most powerful. They've gotten Hulk to roll out of the ring. And nope, Hulk has gone back into the ring.
A little cat and mouse game here right now.
Oh God. Oh. Hulk is, I feel like barely able to hold on out here constantly. It feels like
I mean, he's trying, but there's only so much you can do with this 2-on-1.
Yep. Gold Ranger going for the pin. Nope. Tommy could not get it done. Now, Ben, let me tell you a bit about the history. Both of these goons, as you're calling them, are they both come from the Zordon Wrestling School up in Canada, Angel Grove, Canada. They've gone through many different iterations. They used to be known as both the Green and Red Ranger, but now they are... Our GM has ascended them to the next plane as the White and Gold Ranger.
Well, you know, it's always good to see someone moving up through the ranks.
Yep. Oh, Hulk is actually getting a chance to like fight back, but again, oh, ho, 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 ho.
Well, that's, oh god, yeah, that's
Oh god,
you could almost see the stars coming off Hulk's head there.
oh, there, that's it. That is it. It's good night to the big green monster. They're just taking him apart now. Ooh, a misfire with that clothesline there, hitting the back of Jason's head. When are they going to finish him, Ben?
Well, that's what it seems like. Our GM has told them to just do as much damage as you can. I mean, it doesn't seem like the point here is to win as much as it is to, you know, in our GM's word, teach Hulk a lesson.
Yep. And Hulk just can't get anything. He can't get any momentum going. Where is Crash to save him? From what I've heard, Crash has been banned from the building for the evening.
I mean, it's kind of awful that our GM has hijacked the show like this. I mean, banning a fan favorite like that and just doing this to a superstar that really just did the right thing. I mean, all he did was he went out there and he had the match that our GM told him, and I mean, he after a battle like that, you got to show a little respect to your competition.
I think, Ben, sometimes you gotta, but sometimes you've been given a job, and if you're gonna refuse to do that job and you're gonna spit in the face when fighting a menace such as the Bandicoot, I mean, sometimes, Ben, you gotta break a few omelets to make an egg. That's the saying that the GM always tells me: break a few omelets to make an egg.
Well, he is a confusing GM.
Oh!
Oh, and the Hulk busted open there.
Hit him with the White Tiger Zord, waiting for the Gold Ranger to get something up. And the Pyramidas, he's got him up. Boom. Jason and Tommy working together just like they did back when they were in the Mighty Morphin stable. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no! Brian did not count that fast enough. Back me up on this, Ben.
I mean, that just seems like the same, you know, regulation speed count that we've been getting all night. I think that Hulk is just not going to lay down here.
Well, I hope that Hulk has at least learned his lesson, that he won't side with the Bandicoot again over RGM. Frankly. Oh, there we go. There we go again.
I mean, you gotta stop this already. I mean, this man has a family.
He does. Crash Hulk is the Kenny Coda of Alien Happy Hour Wrestling, TBH. Fuck. Oh, God. I don't want that to be, but that's really good. 2. God, he really won't go down. He won't go down at all, Ben. Oh. Lining up again for another Pyramidas. Setting up. Up. And feet on the ropes to really kind of send him jagged on the way down. 1, 2, 3. There we go. The 2 beacons of hope that have been sent here from the DM to stop the reign of Crash Bandicoot. Ben, I for one am grateful for this outcome.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just hope that you and the GM are, you know, happy after that thing that we've basically just hijacked our show just to do a beatdown to a wrestler who did nothing wrong.
Well, maybe now Crash Bandicoot won't show his face around here again. The crowd is chanting, "Bless you, Rangers." Clap, 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 clap. I hear that out there. They're just
You
so...
know that that's not what they're saying.
Now, Ben, our GM has also done something marvelous. We have in front of us an 8-man tag team match for the #1 contender. Now that may sound a little confusing, but what our GM has planned is that each team is made up of 2 individual tag teams. There are the Love-type connection, Charmander and Squirtle, and the tag team Y, made up of Minion and Ash, fighting against Heart of the Cards, Yugi and Joey Wheeler, and the Iron Spider, Iron Man, and Spider-Man. Now, whoever wins this match will go on to get to fight each other as the #1 contender. This is, frankly, I think, very interesting, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, this is an exciting way to decide #1 contender. I mean, so kind of a pseudo tournament here for #1 contender to Vegeta and Trunks's the Bulma family, if you will, tag team titles.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this. And we have somebody in our chat talk about the Whoa movement, which some people claim is what they've started attaching onto Crash Bandicoot, which I want to say will not be allowed in our chat, and I'm trusting our moderator, Chris, to add that to our banned words list. We are not supporting Crash Bandicoot or his Whoa movement.
Well, you know, sometimes, Riley, they're just having fun. Sometimes they boo the guys they like and cheer the guys they hate.
Yep. Oh, I forgot that Love-type connection does not have an intro. The power couple is here, and they're really taking their time. We've turned off all the lights. First off, we have Y here in front of us, excited to be here. Minion and Ash Ketchum. If I do remember correctly, this is a tag team that formed the first night of our televised showings.
Yeah, well, and you know, I mean, definitely a surprising tag team, a exciting tag team, and a very confusing tag team.
I think it's all those things, Ben. Now, we have next the the star-crossed lovers that we watched come together in ring. We are going to see the beautiful, beautiful, wonderful Love-type connection out here to fight with Ash and Minion. Now, they don't have music. It's just dead silent, which might need to be fixed, but I really enjoy seeing them out here working with their old tag partner, Ash.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like, you don't really need music when you got friendship that's that loud, you know?
When you have friendship, Ben, when you have romance.
I mean, all of the above.
They
just
have
exuding
everything.
emotions.
They are boyfriends as fuck. Now, we have the competing team. Oh, the music has hit, and out come Heart of the Cards. Ben, I'm excited to see them. I was really hoping that they would take the belt from Bulma and family, but I'm excited to see them out here hustling to get that #1 contender again.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, they got so close, and they tried so hard, you know, but in the end, it didn't really matter. And so now I think that they're trying to, restart that and see if they can get back to that mountaintop, you know.
And they tonight are partnered up with, if I am remembering correctly, oh, the music has been hit. I believe that they're, coming out individually. Iron Man and Spider-Man. Here is Tony Stark, the garbage man himself.
Yeah, and a fun fact, Riley, this suit, this ring gear that Tony Stark has, he made that in a cave with a bunch of scraps.
With a bunch of scraps?
Yeah.
That's very impressive, actually. I'm very excited about that, and now he is teaming with his son, his adopted son, the parental figure to this boy. And they have the same theme, which I think says to me all you need to know about how much they look up to. He looks up to Iron Man. Spider-Man is here.
Yeah, everyone's favorite web-slinging, you know, good old superhero boy, as they say.
Yep.
Is working his way down to the ring.
Yep. This is going to be an impressive, fun match, and I'm excited to see what happens. No matter who wins, Ben, I think we all win.
I mean, yeah, exactly. We're all winners in that we get to watch fun competition like this between some of the best superstars that the AHHWF has to offer.
Yep, and might I furthermore say, starting off with a battle of anime, Yugi versus Ash. I know that's something that everyone has wanted to see, them duel. I'm excited, because I think that truly, Yugi is going to beat the snot out of Ash Ketchum.
Well, don't count out Ash Ketchum. I mean, he's been able to do a lot at a very young age.
Yep, Yugi is so beefy, Hyper, because he has worked very, very, very hard to get this physique. He's he is thick, as Indie Chick in the chat says. Oh God.
Yeah. Well, you know, when the card thing didn't work out for him, that's when he started really focusing on professional wrestling, and really just flipped his body around.
God, yeah, he did, and I'm frankly very impressed. Oh, Ash, gosh, punishing the chest of Yami Yugi and tagging in Charmander of the Love Type Connection. And Charmander, always being slightly displeased with Ash, tags in Minion.
Well, Minion, definitely someone to fear as far as his ring work is concerned.
We've seen him a few times before, and it's always just a terrible, terrible sight. Oh, we got Yugi up for a Oh, Yugi countering. Is he gonna go for a? He's not gonna go for a tag. Instead, he's gonna try to get up high, jump down, and accidentally knock down coworker Brian.
Brian's down. I don't think Yugi realizes it right now.
He doesn't. He doesn't. I'm hoping he doesn't go for a pin, because he might have it if it wasn't for the fact he downed our dearest coworker Brian. Oh God.
Those patented Yugi stomps and setting up for something here.
Ooh, the trap card again. Here we go, a pin. 2. Nope, Minion's not going to go down that easily, or else we wouldn't have had this many movies in the theater. Here we go. Yugi able to dodge out of the way of Minion and send him into the corner. Now into his own corner. Tagging in his own tag partner, Joey Wheeler. Joey's in, and Joey is the bruiser. Joey is the Exodia of this tag team.
Well, and no offense to the far corner here, but I think that it's been kind of obvious what team has had the upper hand so far in the match.
Oh! Tossing him down. Oh, God, and revving up again. Minion has been on record as calling Joey Wheeler a 2-bit wrestler with a half-bit physique. And, God, he's really just digging in.
That despicable pile driver there.
God, I forgot that he calls it the despicable pile driver. I hate that. I hate that knowledge. Again, we're sticking with Y, really digging in here.
Well, that's why maybe they both kind of realize that, like, there's no point in tagging the Love Type Connection, because they seem to rather kind of wait it out here on the side right now.
Did they just? Oh, Iron Man is in, and he is coming for Ash, who is trying to mock Joey. That tombstone should be called the Despicable T, is what Chris says in chat, and boy, that's good.
That's what his merch is called, actually. So it's a little confusing if everything's the Despicable T.
If you go down and see Jimmy at the merch booth, you can buy many different Despicable Ts. Oh, Ash. God, oh, the way Tony's neck kind of jerked there does not make me comfortable. Ash is just destroying Iron Man. Ooh, God. Ooh.
Wow. I just... This guy's an Avenger? You're telling me that? Look, he's taunting Iron Man right now.
God. Ash Ketchum, what are you doing here?
Oh,
ooh. Tony was able to reject Ash, and now this match is out of the ring. If there's any way to deal with Ash Ketchum, it is by hurting him on that hard concrete floor out there. Oh. Tony throws him back in. Ash crawls for the tag. Gets the Squirtle. Tony, a quick body to body. Tony trying to get him to the middle of the ring. See, he's kicking down on that hard shell that Squirtle has. Oh!
Man, and how the tables have turned.
Yep. Maybe tagging in the love type connection was not a good idea. Oh. Then he's going to lock him in the cave with a bunch of scraps right now.
I think Squirtle's tapping here.
Yeah, he's got to, right? Look at the way he's...
There's nowhere to go.
Oh! Apparently the way to go for Tony is up and over as Squirtle has taken charge again. Yep. Ragnarok points out that a lot of Tony seems to be that butt-style wrestling that we hear so much about. You know, we notice a lot of strong-style wrestlers, but the art of butt-style wrestling is just so different and so unknown. I think it's important.
Well, there's a lot of innovators here in the HHWA.
Yep. All right. We had a quick tag from Yugi to get Joey back in here. Joey working the face of Squirtle. He was called fucking adorable by Chris in the chat, and now Joey just literally standing and taunting the downed Squirtle. Not moving.
Like daring him to stand up.
Yes. Truly, this is terrifying. What does Joey have planned for Squirtle? Oh, apparently nothing. He let him get too much power, but instead, elbow and a headbutt. Oh, vicious. 1, 2. Nope. I thought he had him, Ben. I thought he had him. Oh. Flipped onto his back. Ooh! Joey Wheeler has been busted open. After how much he was working Squirtle's head, I thought for sure that Squirtle was going to be the first one to bleed this match, but nope. It's our boy Joey.
You gotta wonder if now maybe Joey was regretting not going for that pin there while Squirtle was down for so long.
I think he's got to be. He tags in Iron Man. Spider-Man being the only person to not have been tagged in this match. Every time Squirtle uses his soft Squirtle hands to grab Joey and throw him, I get deeply uncomfortable. Is a very good message from my friend Nat in this chat. Those hands are made for loving, not fighting. Oh, Iron Man!
Oh, God, Iron Man.
Vicious. Absolutely vicious.
Has he lost his mind?
I think he has. Oh, Charmander's in. Finally ready to wrestle after watching Squirtle get the snot kicked out of him. Iron Man with a quick duck. Oh, he's got him. Ooh. Does Iron Man not care about the love that these two share with each other? He seems to want to make a fool of them after what happened to him earlier. Oh, we're going to get him in the cave? He's in the cave. Is Charmander going to tap here? He's fully vitalized. There's no way. There's no way. Nope, able to counter as well. Oh, knocking Joey off.
You know, it's been interesting to see how the dynamics, we don't normally get these 4-person tag teams here. So it's interesting to see how the dynamics play out. It seemed like it took the Y/love type connection a little time to, get in the groove. But now, I mean, they're kind of dominating. I mean, it's interesting how much the pendulum has swung.
It is. It is. And we have him up, and we're going to do a quick fire blast. Got him down on his back.
Going for the cover.
1, 2. Unable to get it done. Ben, this is a match. This is a hell of a match. Charmander beginning to work the back of Yugi after Iron Man made such a fool of the love type connection. Really showboating here. Dropping him down in his own corner to insult him with his friends. Oh!
I mean, you'd think that one of them would have stepped in and gotten the tag there.
Yep, you'd think.
I mean,
but
even though Spider-Man is not on the same team generally as Heart of the Cards, I mean, he wants to win this match. I mean, that's the only way you're going to move on to the next round and get a shot at facing Vegeta and Trunks.
Both members of Heart of the Cards have had blood drawn from them tonight. Oh, and by both members of the love type connection, too, might I add. And, ooh, drop him down on his head. Charmander's revving up a fire blast here, real nice. And up. If you're going to do AHHWF bingo, blood-causing DDTs would be the free space. And love type connection has won.
So now, next week, folks, we will have love type connection versus Team Y for number 1 contender.
Indeed, indeed. I'm excited for that because the 4 of them put on a vicious fight. Now, I do want to point out, Iron Man did not let Spider-Man get a tag in at all that match. And I have to wonder what that does for the psyche of Spider-Man.
Well, there could be a thing where Iron Man didn't feel like Spider-Man was ready to fight and was maybe, I don't know, maybe protecting him in some way, but obviously it ended up being to their detriment because they had a completely fresh superstar that never got into the ring.
Yep, everyone else out of the Heart of the Cards Iron Spider team got beaten to shit, but Spider-Man gets to leave and he did nothing tonight. Now,
well, I guess lives to fight another day.
Yep, Lapis Lazuli has booked out some time here for us, and I'm really excited to see what she has to say. This is coming in front of our 3rd match of the night, I believe, and I forgot that when we're planning matches, the lowest we can go is 5 matches, and when we were putting together the card, we only planned 4. So the next match is another interesting match. It's got cool people in it. But here we have Lapis Lazuli coming out here to do some talking after losing the belt.
Yeah, well, I mean, as we saw in the build-up to that Payback match that was just a great main event, Lapis and our new champion, X23, were, fairly close friends. I mean, they came to each other's aid a lot of the time. And so you got to assume that Lapis may be taking this moment as a show of respect, perhaps, maybe to congratulate, but warn the new champion, like, hey, I'm still coming for that belt. Like, you did a good job, but it's not over yet. You got to think it's something like that.
Yeah. Tonight is all about business. She's here to make a statement, and she's making it now. This is, as we expected, about that belt. But she is, I think it's a little bit more clearly frustrated than either of us expected coming into this, Ben. She started out with such kind words to X23 after the match last week and even coming into this promo tonight, but she seems very, very frustrated and angry.
Well, X23 coming out here maybe to, calm down Lapis.
I forget that X23 is very short.
Oh my god.
They are.
Seems like something must have happened here, you know, backstage or something. But these two went from being best of friends to, you know, a match tearing them apart, basically. I mean, I know that everybody in the AHHWF has the drive to win the titles. Um, it's just kind of sad to see it affect Lapis so much losing it.
I mean, she had held that title through thick and thin, with having to really like fight, like and claw her way to a victory, where or into to holding that belt as she got beaten, weak, like fought. Like the matches for the women's title were the most vicious matches here. I don't think anyone can deny that. And so,
Well, yeah,
having to see her argue with X23 for this, and X23 beating her for it, the competition might have gone to her head.
yeah, and it is worth pointing out that in that Fatal 4-Way, I mean, our champion did pin our previous champion. There was no changing of hands involving the other people. I mean, that can happen in a Fatal 4-Way where the champion doesn't even be pinned. But it was X23 hitting the finishing blow on the outside of the ring onto that hard concrete floor to Lapis, getting the pin.
Yep. And that's interesting to see what happens out of that, because these two as competitors, these two as friends were intimidating. These two as competitors, Ben, that's a fear that like lives in my heart. I'm terrified to see what might happen.
Yeah, well, we'll just, I guess, you're gonna have to wait and find out.
Now, next up, as I was saying, we have a match planned out by two individuals that, you know, Anakin Skywalker and Luke Skywalker both have trainees, both have mentors, mentees, both have people that they have been training to be the best that they can. And we have tonight Ahsoka Tano versus Rey. We saw Rey at she was on the card for Payback actually. She fought Aqua. And that was a really good match. It was the only match that wasn't a title match, but she performed so well. And
Don't forget about Crash and Hulk as well. There.
You're right. I always forget about Crash because he's not important. But I'm really excited to see this match because Rey and Ahsoka have both been trained by Anakin and Luke, and these two have, you know, they come from that same bloodline. They're Anakin, actually Luke's father, and I'm excited to see how the training has changed over time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, and it's there's some different dynamics coming into this too, just based off of Rey coming hot off the victory at Payback, but also you know, Ahsoka being you know, fresh. There's no ring wear, if you will.
She's coming in here ready to wrestle right away, whereas Rey has already been, she's been here for a little bit. She's already been, trying to defend herself in this ring. That does lead the body to already start to deteriorate. Wrestling is a dangerous sport, and our favorite superstars put their body on the line to entertain these people here every night. And Ahsoka has none of that yet. Anakin got that crazy duck pout going on, like, damn. Yeah, he do. He do. Ahsoka here coming out to the ring first with Anakin Skywalker. You can find her at Snips on Twitter. I'm very excited to see what she has as far as wrestling abilities here. And next up, as previously stated, Rey's music has hit. We'll view down the ride. Ben, I know you know Rey more than you know Ahsoka from their work in the Indies. What do you think Rey brings to this?
Well, Rey honestly has a power unlike any superstar that we have in the AHHWF. And it's almost frightening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so I would be worried for anybody getting in the ring with her.
Yep, I wasn't afraid of it the first time I saw it, Ben, but I know better now. I'm afraid of it now. immediately, as is women's match tradition, we are immediately out of the ring. Ahsoka showing that she belongs here in the AHHWF with the same ferocity as everyone else. Oh my God! Oh, Rey able to get out of it and
not so fast. Not
God!
So fast.
A code breaker on Ahsoka's back, vicious, absolutely vicious.
Taking this back into the ring now.
Yep. All right. Rey has taken control. Ooh. Anakin applauding as Ahsoka gets the upper hand. Chris, I will give Ahsoka Asuka's music after this. I promise you. All right.
He'll talk to the production truck and see what they can do.
Yep. Ahsoka back in control again. Now, as a Togruta, she is a carnivore. That's a fun Star Wars fact for everybody. That doesn't really have a place here. She only eats meat. I've seen her back there just eating steak after steak after steak after steak. And honestly, gotta wonder if that does terrible things to the digestive system. Ben, I don't know what I'm doing in this right now. Please save me from this sentence.
Well, you know, all our different superstars have varying diets, and they all seem to work for them in different ways. I personally like my superstars to, you know, have a little bit of veggies with their meat, but, you know, if that modified paleo diet works for them, then that's fine.
She is an obligate carnivore. Gotta keep her away from Yugi then. That is right. I forgot that Yugi is Yugi's a prime slice. People in our chat were talking about earlier. Charmander grilling either side of him. Rey went for the pin and then gave up there. She seems to want to keep this match going a little longer. Ooh. Tossing the head back. Now, Ben, from what I know of Ahsoka, is she is someone that trained with Anakin for a very long time, and when Anakin went and disappeared for a while, a lot of people thought she would disappear as well. But she continued on, continued training in her own kind of dojo up in Canada, and she came back a stronger wrestler because of it. And she came back a much more interesting person to watch. She's always been fun to watch on the feds, but I'm excited to see her out here now and see what new things she's learned, which apparently might not be enough to save her. Anakin climbing up, distracting the ref to stop Rey from getting that pin.
Just another example of some of the evil things that Anakin's capable of. You know,
Man, I don't know if
killing younglings, distracting refs.
I think we can all agree that the worst thing he's done is distracting refs. There's nothing else that I could possibly think of that would be quite as bad. Ooh! Ahsoka lining something up. Punch. What is that?
Oh, a little groove in there before the punch.
That was amazing. That was stellar. That was so good. It wasn't enough to keep Rey down, though. Getting her locked up and stomping on the thighs. The Max Rebo punch, that's exactly what it was. Killing younglings is textbook heel. That's right. Everyone that you see as a heel has killed a youngling at some point. That's true in any federation. Just remember that whenever you're watching wrestling. 1, 2. And Rey, having taken down Ahsoka, only after coworker Brian kicked Anakin out of the match. That was a very fun match, Ben. I like that.
Yeah, good stuff. And another great showing from Rey. I mean, I'm excited to see what she continues to do here with her time in the ring.
And as we can look into the chat, we have people copying that sentiment. Everyone is happy to see what Rey does here. Some people wondering, What things could bud between her and Ahsoka? That's an interesting question. But we are here, Ben. We are at the main event.
Well, this is it. This is, I mean, I've been looking forward to this all night. We have Sonic immediately invoking his rematch clause against Beast here tonight. Now, just to quickly recap for those of you that may not join us every week. So, in our original match for the Judge Burge Championship, we had an over-the-top rope battle royale. This, through a series of events, caused Sonic to be our victor. However, Beast, feeling that Sonic is not a true champion because he couldn't win in a one-on-one match, challenged Sonic for the belt at Payback. Beast, of course, ending up getting the upper hand on the blue blur. Honestly, I don't know if that's too much of a surprise when you look at just the size and strength of Beast. But Sonic coming back here tonight to give it another go. I mean, you know, he gets knocked down, but he gets up again, and you're never going to keep him down.
No, he gets
so it's
knocked down
and he
gets up again. You're never going to keep him down. That's exactly right. I am excited. Ben, I want to know, in your heart of hearts, in this rematch clause, who do you think this is going to?
Well, you know, I liked Sonic as champion, but I would not bet against Beast in this one. Beast is just a whole nother level of strength and power that I just don't think Sonic can match. I mean, the only way Sonic's going to win this one is honestly outsmarting Beast.
Yep. Even though Sonic has the support and love of the AHHWF universe, Beast has something different. Beast has that one, that only, that glorious domination. Here he is, his music hitting with the beautiful, beautiful calls of how glorious he is. He will never give in. He comes out wearing that Judge Burge championship on his side with pride.
You know, and it does look good on him, I will say.
For a being as filled with rage, as filled with hate, and just indomitable will as Beast, I'm happy to have him as our champion. He's someone who deserves
wonder if maybe you know, having some recognition, you know, getting some love here in the AHHWF has maybe soothed him, maybe calmed him down a bit, helped curb that temper.
I hope so. In my heart of hearts, in my deepest hopes, he has calmed down. But he's able to still harness that rage. He might be holding on to that title for a very, very long time. But
yeah, well, we're about to find out here, folks. This is it. Sonic taking on Beast. It's the Judge Burge Championship. It's all happening here. The main event here at AHHWF. YouTube.com/Alien Happy Hour. Thanks for coming out. This is going to be a great one.
Sonic immediately, he's fast on the draw, he's fast on the streets, tried to get the upper hand, but Beast able to counter. Oh, already working the dome of Sonic. The chili dog eating mouth is getting wrenched to the side viciously. Oh, Sonic able to dodge, Beast able to push him back like a rag doll.
And that time it didn't work out for him, but that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about that Sonic needs to do to win this, is he needs to be faster. He needs to be smarter than Beast.
Ooh! Drilled his head down into the tarp. Yeah. It's exactly what he needs to do, and honestly, I think he can, if anyone can do it, it's Sonic. It's the acrobatics and the energy we've seen.
I mean, we've never seen a competitor faster than Sonic, so...
Well...
if there's anybody who's going to win a speed race...
Ben, you say that, but I know for certain that there's someone on this roster who would take a lot of issue with that.
Well, I haven't seen them, so my statement still holds true.
You haven't. Beast literally throwing Sonic down. But it's not enough. Now, I want to ask the chat. Chat, who do you think will win this? Who do you want to win? Who are you supporting as our Judge Burge champion? We'll see that as that message takes time to hit our fans. I see Sonic's good at the reversals, Ben, but Beast is just as good.
I mean, Beast is a one-of-a-kind competitor. But Beast is not doing something like that, I'll tell you that much.
He's not. Ooh. Sonic working on the legs, because the frame of Beast takes a lot of energy to hold up. Ooh! Get him in on that bounce back with the kick, and Beast just knocking his ass to the ground afterwards. Ooh. Ooh. Vicious.
Damn, that's... Oh, wow. Sonic able to get to his feet here.
Yep.
Ooh, but maybe not the wisest decision. He might have been safer on the ground.
Not at all. There we go. I believe I call that the ballroom blitz, but I have to remember, he's down on his back. Coworker Brian, 1, 2. Sonic able to kick out. Jazzathoth in the chat talking about the fastest man alive maybe coming to HHWF. Now, I can tell you that the person who thinks they're faster than Sonic isn't that, but they are the ultimate life form. And I'll let you do with that as you will. Alright, Beast working the head of Sonic. And now just instead getting him up again for a vicious throw right down on our martini glass logo.
Yeah, almost throwing him through the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic, get back up.
Here we go. What I would like to see
to the ground with the knees. See, that's, I mean, there's a lot of, you can tell that Sonic has maybe scouted Beast a little, you know, using his full body weight to, as a way of trying to push down Beast. I mean, realizing that he's not going to be able to win in a straight up fifth. He's able to hit the right areas with the right things. It could still work in his favor.
Yep. And he's really shown that now. I would love to see, Ben, I would love to see Sonic be able to get some training with maybe Trunks. Because Trunks is another high-flying, fast-moving competitor. I would absolutely adore the chance to see the two of them wrestle together. Oh! Beast barely able to get out of the way of that stunning move by Sonic. But Sonic keeping momentum. Oh, but I can see it's taking the toll on him. Is he maybe going too fast, Ben?
Well, we've seen that from time to time, that it can happen. If you're running too fast, sometimes you just can't stop.
Mm-hmm. Sonic, he's really just got to live and learn. He's got to be seeing many different stars of many Sonic colors right now, and I'm hoping he gets up. I would love to see him be able to take back that belt, but with the way Beast is in control here, Sonic is winded. Beast hardly seems hurt. He's got him back up for the bar.
Throwing Sonic around like a kid doing wrestling moves on a pillow, you know?
Yep. Here we go. 1, 2. Sonic gave it his all, but Ben, it was not enough.
Yeah, well, it's not the outcome that I was necessarily rooting for, but we'll tell you that Beast has proved his dominance, and you cannot, you're not going to take that title off him easy.
Nope. Beast earned that title. He earned it in a one-on-one. Oh, what's happening? I can't skip. Beast is re-entering the ring. Beast has gone under the ring and grabbed a chair.
No.
Oh!
Brian, step in. Brian.
Oh my God! Making a impact. Oh my God!
Well, it is. I think it's safe to say that the love of the AHHWF universe has not soothed Beast at this point.
Oh my God!
He is just as violent and as angry as he's always been, and now, I mean, like I was saying, like it was gonna be hard for someone to take the belt off him, but now seeing that last little bit there, I mean, who wants to come after him?
Right? I'm gonna be frank with you, Ben. I didn't know that was going to happen. That was hype as shit. Beast has killed Sonic in ring tonight, and that is all we have tonight for AHHWF. I want to thank everybody who came in tonight and watched. It's always exciting to have everyone here.
Yes, thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next week for another exciting episode of AHHWF. After last week's show of Payback and then this week's show, I mean, God, things are just almost getting out of hand, honestly.
It is. Our GM might need to take his focus off of the awful Bandicoot and get some control over this entire Fed. Now, tune in next week to find out if Beast did a murder just there. But otherwise, I've been Riley Hopkins.
And I am Ben Schwind.
And I have been so happy to have you all here watching with us tonight. Thanks so much. Get home safe, everybody.